Hi everybody, Dan Illman and Mike Beer, the DRF race of the day for Friday, February the 21st, race number 8 at Santa Anita. We close out the card with a $75,000 maiden claimer, and let's take a look at this field of 3-year-old turf horses going a mile on the turf. You can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with us. We see the 7 Champers, ridden by Mike Smith, 7-2 on the morning line. But Mike, it's a pretty evenly matched group.
I thought it was, a fairly wide open race. I have no problem with Champers as the favorite. I have no problem with anybody who says that they like that horse in this race. But I thought it was, sort of a wide open race with a lot of different ways to go.
Timeform US pace projector time. We'll take a look. Timeform US believes the 3 Best Chance, who has shown speed on dirt in his last 2 races, will be on the lead. I won't argue with that. Although one of these first-time starters could certainly show speed, it's a really tough race to project a pace.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if the pace projector is right, but I could see this going a couple different ways as well.
Down towards the rail is the number 1 Dude's Dream, who was dismissed at 34-1 in his career debut, but that was against maiden special horses going 5.5 on the turf. The runner-up from that race came back to run second with a 69 buyer. I wouldn't be surprised if this horse shows a little bit of speed, stretching out and taking advantage of that inside post.
I could see that happen, and he is bred to stretch out. Didn't see a whole lot of running out of him first time out, but it was 5.5. Maybe just doesn't want to go that short.
Number 2 is Dr. Hoffman. This is an $11,000 buyback as a yearling by Alternation, who is 3 for 46 with older debut runners, 3 for 66 with first-time turf runners. This dam, though, has been fairly productive with turf horses. She's foaled 2 turf winners.
Yeah, she has, and one of those turf winners is Fly Off, who's not a bad horse over here on the East Coast. That horse has run some pretty fast races. That horse is okay. Not a lot on top as far as Alternation goes with the sire, but there are some things to like with this horse at least.
Best Chance, the expected pace setter, goes out for John Sadler and making his first start, off about a 3-month layoff. The last time he ran on turf, 3 starts back, he was in against a decent horse. Goliad won that race, came back to run second with a 71 and a 1X, then second in the Grade 3 Cecil B. DeMille with an 80 buyer speed figure. His most recent start on dirt wasn't bad. He does have speed. There are some things to like. Sadler's overall numbers going dirt to turf aren't great.
Yeah, they're not. I didn't like his first 2 career starts on the grass, but maybe he's just a better horse now, Dan. He certainly does have more speed. I expect Rosario to use it.
The number 4 is Rail Splitter. This is a horse that's only raced once previously on the turf. We'll take a look at the stretch run here, but the story is in the entire video, which you can watch with your formulator past performances. He was 4 wide basically every step of the way. He made an early bid to the lead, and he's now feeling the effects. The winner of this race is a nice horse that came back to win the Zuma Beach with a 77. He's still punching on, Mike, after that wide trip.
Yeah, I thought he ran well in this race. I liked everything about that effort for him, and he just got, tired at the end a little bit there, and 2 closers came and ran him down. I thought that was a good performance. He has not been on turf since then. Second off the layoff now, and I like him getting back to the surface.
Gets a chance to stretch out, blinkers off, first-time gelding, bullet workout, has the pedigree to appreciate getting back out to a mile. The dam's a half to Applicator, who won the Tourist Mile on the turf. Doug O'Neill trains. Palace Prince is the number 5. This horse by Palace Malice, 3 for 34 with first-time turf runners. The dam was 0 for 2 on the turf. The dam's a 3/4 sister to Take Charge Indy, who we know is a multiple Grade 1 winner on the dirt. Bill Sparr's a very shrewd trainer, however, and he dipped in for $50,000 to take this horse. Here's a formulator fact over the past 5 years. 3-year-olds moving from dirt to turf, 23% winners, a 386 ROI. So we have this formulator fact, second off the layoff, stretching out. I wouldn't be surprised if this one improves a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the surface switch has to be something of a question. You mentioned that the dam's a sister to Take Charge Lady, also a sister to Eventail, who was a stakes winner on the turf, a New York bred stakes winner. So there's a little bit of turf down there. I like the Palace Malices on the grass, and I love Spar off the claim. There are things to be interested with this horse.
And this horse has faced good competition on the dirt. He was in against Wrecking Crew in his second lifetime start. That horse has done some good things against graded stakes horses. Express Train was a dominant winner and was the bee's knees for a little while when he beat Palace Prince in that maiden race on August the 28th. Honor AP is still on a lot of horses' short lists for the Kentucky Derby. He beat this horse 2 starts back. There are some things to like. Master Recovery is going to try turf for the first time with a little bit of pedigrees by Bodemeister, 12% winners with first-time turf runners. The Dam, a multiple stakes winner on the dirt's a half-sister to Saucy Evening, who is a stakes winner on the turf. And our clockers, you can check out the DRF Clocker Report on DRF.com, kind of like that half-mile drill on January the 30th.
Yeah, another horse who I think makes, you could make a case for in this race, Dan. I thought took a step forward when they stretched her out for her second, or stretched him out for a second career start. He just missed in that spot, but I thought he took a step forward in there. And as you say, there's enough turf pedigree to think he'll handle the surfer switch.
Champers is up next. This is your morning line favorite at 7-2, Mike Smith. This horse was the beaten favorite last time out, but just happened to catch a runaway winner that ran off and hid by over 10 lengths. The fifth place horse came back to run second on a $50,000 maiden claimer on the dirt with a 64 buyer. This horse has a little bit of pedigree, a half to Bedankin, a multiple grade 3 winner on the turf. I wonder if he's a little bit exposed after 6 lifetime starts, but he has races. The 1-3 starts back puts him definitely in the mix.
Yeah, I can't argue with him as, one of the favorites in here. He probably wasn't winning last time, but he really did get held up behind horses all the way around that second turn while the winner was just opening up on the field. He really had no chance after that. I can't say that I love his prior 2 turf races, but maybe they were just against better horses, Dan. It's not like he ran poorly in them. I guess if he runs one of those races back, he's a contender in here.
Golden Sparkle sold for only $1,000 as a yearling. The sire's 0 for 30 with older debut runners, 2 for 28 with first turf performers. The Dam won on turf in England, however, and again, that looks like a pretty sharp half-mile gate workout on February the 13th for a barn that can have him ready to win first out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There's a little bit of pedigree here. The workouts do look okay to me. Probably going to be a fair price in this race as well.
Brother Reed, another horse that has some under-the-radar angles going for him. He's a half to Bellevue, a graded stakes winner on the turf by Empire Maker, who should certainly appreciate stretching out in distance, and look who he was in against in his career debut. Ete Indien, who has proven to be a stakes caliber horse, whether it be dirt or turf. He seems like a really nice fit here. He's going to have to deal with a layoff.
Yeah, he is. I really think the stretch out's probably going to do him some good, though. He wasn't obviously going to win first time out anyway, but he just didn't have the speed to keep up in a turf sprint. He's going to like going longer. He's got a lot of pedigree on his side. There are plenty of things to like about this horse. Final
horse in the body of the field, Negotiator, first-time starter by Awesome again. 9% winners, older debut runners, 6% winners, first-time turf runners. Certainly bred to go long. Not sure about the turf. The Dam's fold 2 turf runners, none have won. This is a tough outside post. We don't see a published work as of this taping in the last 19 days. I'm inclined to give him 1.
Yeah, I sort of felt the same way about it. I just didn't find enough things to get interested in, even though he's probably going to be a big price.
Let's take a look at who we like in the Friday DRF race of the day, and we landed on Rail Splitter. Just thought he had a trip in that July 28th race against a nice horse. Showed that he can step on the turf. Lots of changes here. Second off the layoff, dirt to turf, sprint to route, first time gelding, blinkers off. Just think this is a good spot for him. I think 4-1 on the morning line's a fair price.
I agree with all that stuff. I just wanted to give this horse another chance getting back to turf because he really did. I think it's maybe gets lost in the running line a little bit, but he actually ran really well in his only turf start.
Mike's going to go 4, 2, 5, and 7. I'm going 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the DRF race of the day for Friday, February the 21st. It's the 8th at Santa Anita. Approximate post time 4:30 Pacific. Good luck.